MC, and I just wanted to say hi and welcome on into Mindcrack. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing the normal building thing, I did 2 big collaborations recently, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing. And, you see, when we do these Mindcrack collaborations, we get a whole bunch of people on. Hey, look at the people on. When we do that, usually a lot of people upload the game with the basic audio of us all chatting and having a fun time. That's cool. If you want to go listen to that, you're gonna free to go over to our friend BOO, Etho, Kurt. You know, they're all there. You know, you can all go listen to that. It's a different perspective. But for mine, I thought I'd try something different today. Today, I'm gonna give you guys the narrated collaboration montage of epicness. I hope you guys enjoy. We have 2 events. First up is Etho's Wonderful Witherspleef, followed up by Spawn Wars Arcus Edition. I'll see you after the montages. Fade from black, and we see a Canadian man, red eye and a blue eye. He backs to the corner, and he begins to speak to the people surrounding him. Surrounding him, there is the dock. There is the Arcus, the building man, the blaming of the controllers, amongst other people who are off camera, and the sun high in the sky. Here is the Etho. He holds his pick and he says, we are going to play the Witherspleef. It is a game. It is a game of awesome. There is going to be a wither, and it will spleef. The Mario Man looks on in much interest. The man looks into my eyes and he says, there is going to be spleefing, and if you fall, you are to kill the wither. If you are to fall, you are to kill the wither. MC doesn't care. He nods, though, and BOO looks down a hole, and MC follows suit, looking at the multi-tiered leaf arrangement that awaits him and his fellow Mindcrackers. Up comes Doc M up the ladder. Where did he go in that brief time? Perhaps to go get a snack, or perhaps a water, or even a light soda. The Mario Man's cape floats in the wind as we prepare. We look across the group. They're ready to go, holding swords and drinks and chickens and things of such craziness that we can't even begin to describe it. The Wither Shrine hangs above us with a dispenser ready to begin the assault on the Mindcrackers. The diamond armor gleaming in the sun. We know that what we must do is going to be quite an adventure. People look about as we begin to get ready. BOO, he backs to the side and he looks down at his feet and perhaps at the assorted things that lie below him. Etho climbs using the block and stone of cobble, and he places things. MC doesn't look at him as he builds. To look at a Canadian while he builds is a forbidden thing where he comes from. A group forms in one corner while MC retreats to his own. Seth Bling experiments with the possibility of levitation. Etho looks down upon us, ready to begin the assault of the wither variety. Who will fall? Who will win? What is to come will be determined within the next several minutes. Blame the controller with his cape of redness matching Seth Bling's. Perhaps they were dressed by the same mother in a younger life. We prepare ourselves, we hold our bow, we back to the corner, we see a quick piston on the back of Doc M. Etho prepares to press the button, and the potion of strength is pulled, but put away for the bow, and good golly gosh, here is the wither. In all of his strength, his health goes up, and immediately people retreat to the bottom levels, fearing and wetting their pants like no other. Bam, bam! The power and death strikes MC. He is quickly withered, and his life will soon end. People are beginning to spleef, and the wither is winning at this competition. Arcus is flashing red, and the MC orange-suited man is dead, waiting by beds, looking at ladders. Who knows what's going on above? He can only wait and see, when suddenly a arc B-double-O. He falls from the sky, his blinking red body in pain. B-double-O doesn't know what to do. He says things along the lines of, "Oh dang," and other such things as that. Arcus sits below him, wearing nothing but the skin on his clothes. And he, MC climbs. The wither bar appears on screen. Whatever will happen to our hero, MC Gamer? He goes into a fight against the wither with no swords, no bows, no machine guns. There goes things flying past his face. He catches a gravel block in his hand. He clutches it close to his chest, and he screams at the top of his lungs, "I'm gonna block you up, Wither Man." Things continue to fly off of the floating sky platform, with the wither doing much damage across the board, making things fall fast, and death will hurt us all. The ladder runs out. The orange-suited warrior does not know what to do. So he takes a look at his options, and he creates a hole in which he climbs using the gravel blocks that were fallen to him from the heavens. He grabs the ladders and assumes a building position, when suddenly he is caught on fire by the Doc M's rogue arrow. Will he survive? Yes. He falls into the water. Shaking off his suit, he goes back into the water just to make sure his suit was nice and clean. Blame the controller, full suit in diamond armor, continues up the ladder while MC Gamer steals armor from a nearby receptacle, getting equipped, ready to take down whatever it is that awaits him at the leaf platform in the sky. What will happen as he climbs? None know. All we know is that there is somebody ascending into the clouds. Is it a metaphor for them dying and ascending to a starry heavenly body? No, it's just a tall ladder. So he passes the BTC, who for some reason has decided to take a trip down into the blue abyss of water and pond near a jungle. The wither sign is there, and suddenly Etho and Seth Blaine go scooting by MC. MC is determined to climb this ladder, but when he realizes that the wither has descended upon his earth, the earth that he calls his home, MC goes to look for supplies, but he decides, no, I will fight, not for love, but for glory, and he pulls back his bow. He makes a shot, but utterly misses because he sucks. Picks up a ladder. Perhaps he will ascend one day just like the Honorable BTC. He begins to whack this wither, and it dies. Everybody is happy except for B-double-O, who is flashing a red color. Perhaps he will die soon. We don't know. But luckily, Honorable Doc M, with the potion of healing, comes to our rescue. B-double-O and MC are saved. Praise the Lord. When suddenly we shift to a different scene, the blue armored people, they are gone. Instead, we have white armored people. Today, they say, we will be playing the one and only game of Spawn Wars. Etho looks upon us, and he whacks the Anderzel into the moat. It wasn't really Etho, though, we all know that. But Kurt proclaims that we will be playing a game today. We will be playing a game where we run about the castle of Arcus and attempt to murder each other. The one who lives the longest shall be proclaimed winner for only a temporary time. A small victory on the taste and platter of happiness and... yes, I agree wholeheartedly, Mr. J. Mac. When the countdown begins, counted by the one and only Generic B, we run about, going to find our place in the world. Kurt J. Mac runs right alongside MC. Are they partners? No, they just have similar mindsets. What will happen inside today's epic battle? Only time will tell, my friends and sound engineers. So, MC looks to take a turn, separating himself from the Farlands Walker. And he does. He spots somewhere he wishes to go. And with a jump and another jump, he falls. What a noob. Down to half a heart, there is no hope. The countdown ends and the battle begins. This is sure to be a poor battle for Mr. MC, who can only do nothing but munch the wheat within his hands and recover what meaningless hunger he will have for a short time. He looks outside and he sees the things around him. He sees the arches and the architecture he only wishes he could once build. Moving past a crafting bench, he sees nothing, no people. How is he ever supposed to even think about winning if he can't even find a person to beat? So he climbs a small thing, notices the nameplate of a Doc M, the robot creeper man. He gets one shot. He misses the second. Doc M is ready to creep around the corner, but MC shoots. Does he score? We don't know. We make another shot, and another. Oh, but he is shot down by the robot creeper man, and it is a detestful loss for MC Gamer, who is soon joined by Arcus the Builder Wizard. MC looks at his surroundings, the beds and the cauldrons, and he decides, perhaps I should go and view the area and see what is going on. Arcus rides by on a donkey for no explainable reason. MC hops on beds like the monkey he is, joined by Badge, who was suddenly very interested in beds. The robot creeper murderer temporarily stops by before continuing his hunt for murderous rampage and victory inside the Spawn Wars. MC gets new items from the chest provided by other players as well as him to prepare himself for the next battle, which will surely follow this one. We see Anderzel holding an arrow. What is his mission? We don't know. Doc M runs by, arrow in nose. He holds the arrow in his nose for quick drawing because not even a quiver can be as fast as he needs it. MC decides to jump on a chest, but decides quickly that was a stupid idea. Etho shoots an arrow. Etho is here, fully armored, ready to take down the robot creeper murderer that MC was destroyed by. B00 blows up something with a creeper. What a poor move, Mr. 00. BTC is now dead. That's cool. We're checking the tab menu now. Nothing can be seen except our current player kill amounts. Doc M, the rampageous creeper maniac, is killed by the far-landing maniac extraordinaire Kurt J. And he proceeds to walk about like the other dead Mindcrackers as he does things and perouses and looks. We see that the Farlander has been struck down by the Etho. Badge is down. Doc is down. It's a dead parade of people who are already dead. But Avidia, the All-Star, he can strike down those who are already dead. He is a demigod. We wait patiently for Etho and Avidia to meet up and see how this goes. MC finds a comfortable pressure plate to rest his buttocks on. He waits patiently, deciding to go on a little bit of a hunt and perhaps a swim. A swim was a good idea, but alas, there are better ideas. Arcus falls from the sky, his body crashing down upon him. He was already out of this round, so it does not bring much sadness to MC, despite the numerous body parts now upon the gravel floor. The battle has been found. Generic B was secretly alive this entire time. Wow, nobody expected that one. So they began to shoot at each other across the river while bodies of their former teammates and friends litter the area, blocking arrows and creating an intense battle environment. Etho is struck. Oh golly, there goes Generic B. The Canadian is victorious. He raises his sword in his hand and he says, yes. But we must not forget that Avidia, the one-eyed wonder, is out and about. You must be thinking to yourself, MC Gamer, Avidia doesn't have one eye. Yes, he does, and his second is used for finding you. So Avidia, he perches upon the arc, yes, and he shoots. The battle of arrows is intense, and the quick screen glitches invade the world, and the swords come out, and bam, bam, wow, 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 and Etho is dead. Wow, wow, wow. Nobody expected that one. It's time now for a second round, but first a quick sabbatical as we rearrange ourselves. MC puts some things away so he can do the honorable thing and drown himself in the local river. As his breath is fading away, he thinks of a few choice words. He thinks of and ooh and ow, amongst other things such as Nintendo Entertainment System. His health fades away, and 1, 2, 3, kablooey! He is dead. But he's back. Through the power of better restoration, MC Gamer is ready to fight anew and battle whoever comes his way on this day. Ooh, what will happen inside the second battle? Only time will tell, my dear listeners. We equip arrows, and the screen is frightened by the arrows. The screen screams out in pain and makes red colors bleed upon the YouTube audience's eyes, making them wish that they too could experience the powers of such a wonderful screen recorder as Bandicam. We're already now, it seems, Avidia, the victor, too drunk with the spoils of war, has drowned himself, and the screen once again cries out in pain. We rearrange our things, making sure it's tidy. Pumpkin pies are in much supply now. So we're about ready to begin this battle, but at first the champion must equip his armor, still gleaming with the blood of such people as Etho. We walk upon the ground now. We walk upon it. We think to ourselves, yes, this ground, it is a good battleground. And the countdown begins by the formidable hermit Generic B. MC decides to take a back route, hiding behind some sort of piece of technical wizardry that he will never be able with his tiny mind. MC decides to perhaps follow the person who climbs the stairs, but decides quickly against it, opting to continue to hide behind the redstone masterpiece built by the Honorable Arcus Builder Wizard. We now advance behind the blocks, waiting for the countdown to end. We hear the numbers 28, 29, and 30, and so the battle begins. And quickly, Avidia, the former champion, is struck down. You ain't gonna win another one, VanRyderLP says inside his deep Swedish voice. VanRyderLP grabs the hair of the one-eyed Avidia, and he says, you have lost. Doc M, overwhelmed by the quick action, decides to jump off a bridge. Most unfortunate and never a good choice to win a PvP battle. MC begins to shoot at the dead Doc M, thinking that perhaps if he lodges a arrow up Doc M's nose, he will remember the good old days, like of murdering MC Gamer. MC decides that perhaps killing Doc M is not a wise move now, and he advances up the stairs of red and gray. He takes an arrow inside his bow, and he does something stupid. MC discovers a dirt staircase inside a tower, That's weird, he thinks, but he advances, looking down upon the world. He thinks to himself, soon this will be littered with bodies of my enemies. MC is still haunted by the thoughts of Doc M as he follows him around, even after his own death. MC shoots an arrow. No effect. Whatever shall the Honorable MC do inside such a juncture? MC goes, and he sneaks upon the walls, perhaps to get a better angle on his enemies. He takes a look around, sees nothing, and continues to rub his face against the wall, smearing his oily face all over the stony surface. He says to himself, take that, castle. Anderzel, who killed the wonderful Avidia, slips off a bridge, and Badge suddenly encounters the wonderful MC Gamer, but is struck down by MC's merciless hands. And MC goes, holding the dead body of Badge in his arms, and he takes aim and shoots Kurt while he's battling Etho. B-double-O's there. Nobody knows why things are happening, and it's crazy. We advance down some stairs. MC looks to kill Etho. Will he do so? He will. He will. He does. Etho, the dead Canadian, is thrown over MC's shoulder, which already carries the weight of Badge with his beret. MC is now encumbered by the many bodies, and he thinks to himself, winning now will be a difficult task while I hoist these men upon my shoulders. He pulls out a nice steak. Nom nom nom, he says. There are creepers about inside this castle. Nobody knows why. This is an unfinished building, MC says. And he runs out of it. He thinks to himself, this isn't good. No, not good at all. MC discovers the meeting place of the dead mindcrackers as they look at him inside his gleaming armor, ready to kill and tear out their throats if they were once again mortal. Doc M and Anderzel die to each other's hands, despite them already being out of this round. MC waits in his original place behind the wall by the redstone contraption. Hopefully now he will discover somebody. Hopefully he will now find B-double-O is blown up. How unfortunate and ill-timed for him. MC waits patiently. He waits for his enemy to advance on him. He waits and has the possibility to win. He takes aim and shoots at the person, screaming, Anderzel, get your Swedish body out of my way. And 2 arrows is enough for the wizard builder Arcus to take down our orange-suited protagonist. How unfortunate for Avidia. How unfortunate for Badge and the other people. It's time now, they say, as we gather around the glitching out screen. We say to ourselves, it's time again for another wonderful PvP battle. Our thirst for bloodshed has yet to be filled. So we prepare ourselves. We equip ourselves. We get things of all sorts of variety. We got bows and swords, tempered inside the heat and beautiful furnaces of Anderzel and Doc M, the wizard creeper robot. Yes. We look inside some chests, grabbing some iron, but quickly returning it, thinking to ourselves, why did I do that? That was a silly idea. Etho wears a blue hat, and people look upon the blue-hatted warrior, and they say to them, Etho, you Canadian guy, why are you wearing a blue hat? And as we look upon each other, we think to ourselves, we should each wear a colored hat to represent not only a team, but to represent our feelings and our truest of powers. MC does something on another screen. So, we decide to each put on a different colored hat to represent our favorite personality traits. And MC decides, what color is better than yellow? Yellow, the color of gold. That's not accurate. MC stands waiting for his yellow companions, and he sees Badge across the way, and he says, Badge, get your butt over here. We're gonna kill people today. And Badge looks at MC, and he says, no, this is silly. We are two, and they are many. And we agree. We agree that the yellow team is tiny, and that we are doomed. BTC with his red hat also feels outnumbered by the blue and green mob of Etho Adakem and the other hooligans that surround us. So we take a moment and we decide, let's switch to a different team. MC decides blue is the color that he shall represent. He grabs a blue hat and he puts it on his head. His body is most ready, he says. The screen glitch agrees with him as they each take their sides. Blame the controller. The skeleton wizard killer man waits as he must decide. Is he a blue or is he a green? Doc M phases through MC's body, convincing BTC to join the blue team. His valued wizarding powers will be valued in the team of blue and cyan and other such colors as aquamarine. BTC hears the words and he says, you make fair points. MC gets on a donkey and that's cool. The donkey riding has not convinced BTC, and he joins the green team. MC makes a rush at the skeleton knight, but it does nothing. MC leaves the donkey to his various things such as sewing and knitting. The match begins and we count down from 30. The generic B continues to count down. MC, in his almighty wisdom, decides to separate from his team. Perhaps this will lead him to more victory, he thinks. Perhaps he can be the sleeper agent. He climbs a tower, bow in hand, his eyes rich with the fury and fire. He looks around. He thinks to himself, yes, this is a good place to kill people. So, he makes a large jump. Yes, he makes a large jump. Yes, he makes a large jump. MC now proceeds to hopefully see more people around. He takes a peek out the window when suddenly an arrow flies by his face. Wow, well, that could have been close. MC eats a chicken inside his nervousness. A whole chicken is devoured, and MC prepares himself in case they decide to assault the tower he finds himself on. He comes out to see people, and he discovers a rogue green team member slacking off on the top of the tower. MC doesn't know what to do, but perhaps retreat. Nah, forget retreating, he says. He tosses a thing, and he discovers he is trapped, ready to die. So he throws the ender ball, and he decides to die on his own terms. He makes a jump, and that is the end of the life of MC. The battles will rage for all of eternity. But alas, this is the end of the records that MC holds. Wow, as Generic B majestically rides off on a donkey, MC thinks to himself, that was good battles. I could have done better, but I did not. Generic's B, face full of leaves. He agrees with MC and says, goodbye, my dear friend. I hope you enjoyed these battles. MC nods and says goodbye. But first, he must kill the hermit. Goodbye, hermit. The hermit lives. How unfortunate. I hope you enjoyed these wonderful little looks into the wonderful land of Mindcrack. I wanted to thank my patrons who have been very generous to lend their support. You can see their names inside the description. This is their award for donating $5 a month, so their names are all inside the description for you to peruse. Thank you all for watching, and a reminder, you can become a patron yourself over at patreon.com/SuperMCGamer and get some cool rewards, like your name inside the description. And also, you can follow me on social media. I'm SuperMCGamer on pretty much everything. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on my next episode of Mindcrack.